We are going to demonstrate how to add a new customer on Quickbooks Online. So there are basically two ways to do this. You can click the plus new button at the top. This is going to give you the option to add a new customer. You can also click customers and leads, and this is going to give you a sub-menu where you can click to view all the customers on the app. Now on this table, you can see the customer's name, company number, phone number, and their opening balances. We can also scroll up to see the new customer. So this is going to enable us bring up the form where we can fill in the new customer's details. So the first thing we want to do is to fill in the title, the first name, middle name. It's only the customer's display name that is compulsory. All the other fields are optional. You can also fill in the company name of the customer. That is, if this customer is a business entity. Now, the email of the customer is very important because in some cases, you might want to send an email to this customer at the end of each transaction. The phone number is also important for documentation purposes. So scrolling down, we'll find the form to fill in the customer's billing address. So this is the address that comes up on the invoice when we make a sale to this customer. This also comes up on the sales receipt, and we can also see this when we make a statement for this particular customer. Now, the notes and attachments are important documents you may want to store on the customer's profile, so we are going to skip this for now. If you have a preferred payment method that you want to identify this customer with, you can also do that. Then the sales tax and opening balance. So the opening balance is the amount this customer owes our company before we added them to the system. So I'm going to use $500. Now you can also specify the date at which they owe this money. So let's save. As you can see on this page, Mr. Craig has been added to our account, and we can see their opening balance. Now when we go back to customers and leads, Mr. Craig is also on our list of customers. We can see the customer name, we can see how much they owe us. Now it seems this customer is actually duplicated. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make this inactive. Now we have only one record of Mr. Steve. Now scrolling up, we can see the total amount of money these customers owe us. We can also see the overdue invoices. So when I click any of these options here, it is going to filter the table to show us what we want to see. So let's click overdue invoice. Now this is going to show us the customer with an overdue invoice. The other customers are hidden because they don't match the query. Now we can also see 4 open invoices and credits. So we can click this to show us more information about this particular report. On this list, it shows us the customers with open invoices and the total. Now, when you look at the action column by the right, we'll see some options to perform action on each of these customers. So we can send a reminder to this customer concerning their debt. We can also create a statement or an invoice. We can also receive payment on this particular customer. For example, let's say Mr. Joe wants to make a payment of $500. We can click receive payment. Now this is going to take us to the receive payments page. Now on this page, automatically Mr. Joe has been selected and the email. Now we can come down here and select the payment method. So by default, there are basically 4 payment methods. We can also add one, but I'm going to select cash from this option. Now scrolling down, we can see that this particular invoice is where the payment will be applied. Now we can see the opening balance and also the payment column. So this is where we input or specify the amount this customer wants to pay. So it shows at the top that this customer owes $1,000, but we want to make a payment of $500. And this is going to adjust with respect to the amount we input here. If you have a specific note or an attachment that you want to upload, you can also do them right here. Then let's go down and click Save and New. It is going to bring up another payment page for us to apply another payment. But we are not receiving another payment, so I'm going to close this. And when we check our total opening balances, it has adjusted because we applied the payment of $500. Now from this list, we can see that Mr. Joe now owes us $500. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and follow us for our next Quickbooks tutorial video. Thank you.